Hi everyone. If you're new to prime seller leads, I'm going to walk you through a few simple steps that you can take that'll help get you used to both the front end and back end systems. The first thing I'm going to show you today is how to go ahead and change the rotating high definition wallpapers that appear on your website. So for this example site right here, you can see that we have a few different high definition wallpapers that are rotating through approximately every 5 seconds. To change those, all we do is go into the back end system. All right, and we're just going to go to Settings, Homepage Wallpaper, and you're going to have a pop-up that comes up. That's going to show you the currently uploaded wallpapers that are in the back end. So when your site is first set up, we're going to go and we're going to find some appropriate high-definition pictures to load in for you. You have the license to use those, and you're welcome to keep using them for as long as you like with your Prime Seller Leads website. However, you may have some pictures yourself that you would like to use. So to use those pictures, all you do is you go to Upload Image, you find the image on your hard drive that you want to use, click it to upload it, and then it'll be uploaded into the back end. You can then go ahead and change the order that the pictures appear in. So it's very easy to do. After that, you can go ahead and set the rotation delay between the rotation of the pictures. So right now it's set at 5 seconds, so if we want, we can change that to 6 seconds. When you're happy with how the order of the wallpapers and the rotation speed between the wallpapers, you can just go ahead and click Save. And when we go to the front end of the site, if we refresh the screen, you'll see that the new rotation of the wallpapers is there and also the rotation speed between them. So it's very easy to do. Next thing I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do is how to control every aspect of the front end of the website down to the text, the font size, the actual font being used, the background color, the font color, everything. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So basically what we do is we go to Settings and then we go to Set Page Content. Now what we're going to see here up at the top, we're going to see that there's 4 steps to the process, and if depending upon which step we want to edit, all we have to do is click these buttons up at the top. So let's start with step 1. So right now how we have it set is that it's going to detect your user or visitor's location based upon their IP address. So if you want your user visitor's location to be automatically detected, it's set this way by default, and how it does that is this little snippet code right here in the curly brackets. That's the code that we use to detect it. And if you ever change it, you can go back up here to the top right hand side and just copy and paste, including the curly brackets, that visitor city code. All right, so if we want to change this now, if we don't want it automatically detected, so let's look at the front end of the site. So right now you can see it's automatically detecting my location. So I'm in Syracuse, New York, and it's picking me up as that I'm in Jamesville. So if we don't want it to automatically detect my location, all we have to do is, you can see, you put your mouse over the area of the text that you want to change. It becomes highlighted, or a square goes around it, a rectangle goes around it. We click it one time and we get a pop-up box to let you change the content. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to erase where it says Visitor City, and I'm going to enter in Las Vegas. Now we can also change any of this other text. We can go ahead, we could change the font size here. We could go ahead and actually change the font that's being used. We could change the foreground color. And we could also change the background color if we wanted to. I'm going to leave everything else as it was. We click Save, and now it's been updated successfully. We can also change this text here the same way, along with the font size and the colors. We can change this here, where do you live? We can also change the font or the text that's being used inside the search box itself. So if we go back to the front page of the website now, and I refresh, you'll see it's been changed to how much is your Las Vegas house or condo worth. Let's move on to step 2. So if we go to step 2 now up top, you can see we can do that as well with any of the text that's on this page, including the button text at the bottom. And you can also change not only the text of the button, but the button color. The font sizes, whatever you would like. Any drop-down menus that appear, there's a pencil next to them. You can go ahead and click the pencil, and you can change, edit, delete, whatever you like, any of the property types, for example, on this one. So if you're in an area where there isn't any farmland, we can just go ahead and X that out, and now it's deleted, and then just click Save. For step 3, we can do the exact same thing. We can change any of this text along with the colors. For the drop-downs, by default, it shows selling my home, refinancing, or just curious. If you want to add, edit, or delete anything, just click the pencil, and you could go ahead and get rid of any of those, or by clicking the Add button, you can add more fields. On step 4, you can really personalize this for yourself. So you can change, again, any of the text. You can upload a new picture or image of yourself or your company logo if you'd like. All you do is click on the image, and then if you want to change it, just go ahead and click Choose File. Choose a file on your hard drive, then save it, and it will be uploaded and changed in real time. You can also change the name, company name, phone number, or email address. Any of the text on here can be changed. Now going back to step 1, you can also change the opacity of the background. So right now this background is pretty dark black. If we go ahead and click the button right here to change the background opacity, we can go ahead and slide this slider and change how dark it is. And you'll see that it changed right here. So we can make it very dark, or we could really almost go see-through. So it's kind of an extreme example right there, but let's put it to maybe like right there. I'm going to click Save. Okay. Go to the front page of the site. I'm going to refresh it. And you can see that the opacity of the background is now changed. It's much lighter. So I'm going to go ahead and change that back. And going back to the front page, we'll refresh. And now it's been changed. One last thing I'd like to show you is you can also position vertically the position of the search box. You put your mouse over an area here, left click, hold it down, and you can drag this vertically into the position that you want it to be. So if I put it way down here, it'll automatically save the position. We can go back to the front page of the site, refresh, and now you'll see the search box is much lower on the page. So I'm going to drag it back up there to where I had it before, put it about right here. And now you can see it's back to the original position again. And we can do that on any of the steps. All you do is just drag it up and down where you want it. The last thing I'm going to show you is how to go ahead and set up agents, or how to set up yourself as an agent. So we just go to Agents and Manage Agents. Now you're going to see here I've already set up some test agents. All right, you can associate pictures with the agents, and you can give your agents their own username and password to log in to the back end of the system. Your agents, when you give them a username and password, are only going to be able to access the system and see the leads that you have assigned to them. So you can see right here, I set myself up as a test agent. And you can see that I've assigned myself 12 leads. Another neat feature is you can see the last time your agent has logged in. So, this particular agent hasn't logged in since January 7th, so it's been a while, so you can call them on it. So if we want to be able to now log in to the back end as your agent, it's very easy to do. You don't need their username and password. All you have to do is go into the Actions column, and this middle icon right here, you're able to click here to log into the control panel as the agent. So if we go ahead and we click that, a new window is going to open up, and now we're logged into the agent's admin area. So you can see exactly what they have going on. You can see what leads they have. You can click on any of the leads as well and see if they have any notes or anything associated. with those particular leads. Every agent as well can go ahead and they can have an email signature. So if you set yourself up as an agent, if you're only working by yourself, it's best to set yourself up as an agent. Click the pencil to edit the agent information. It's best to set yourself up as an agent and to go ahead and add an email signature. Or excuse me, a graphical email signature or a text email signature. You can upload graphics, you can upload text, whatever you wish. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to say, sincerely, Michelle Sterling. Okay, so now we can automatically add that signature to all outgoing emails just by clicking yes. So now she is set up as an agent. We have a text email signature that's in there. If we wanted to add a picture or some sort of graphic down there, we could. And the one last thing that you can do here is you can then automatically, if you're working by yourself or as a team, you can have leads automatically assigned to your agents based upon map location. It's very easy to do. All we do is we pick the agent that we want to assign a territory to. So let's take Mike Antos here. We go to the actions column and this blue icon right here, we're just going to click it and it's going to bring up a map of the Las Vegas area. So I'm going to zoom out here a little bit so it's a little easier to see. So you can see that there are different regions that have been set up. And if we click on one of these regions, we can see that any addresses that fall within this shaded area, those leads will automatically be assigned to Yvette Tavetian. If we click on this one, we can see that the leads will automatically be assigned to Josh Grund. This region, any leads will be assigned automatically to Michelle Sterling. And this region, any leads will automatically be assigned to Mike Antos. An agent can have more than one area. They can have an unlimited amount of areas. So let's go ahead and set up another area. All we do, let's zoom in here a little bit so we can get pretty specific. Let's take, how about this? Looks like there's a neighborhood here, Rancho Bel Air. So all we do is we're going to click this little icon right here, and we're just going to draw a shape around this neighborhood. I'm going to left click one time to start. Every time I want to stop, I click again to draw the shape around the area. Okay, that's done. I'm just going to click save. All right, and we can see that little shaded area now belongs to Mike Antos. So this area and this area. Any searches for any addresses that come from an address that is in these shaded areas will automatically be assigned to Mike. When we're done, we just go ahead and save, and that's it. So hopefully these tips help you get started. And of course, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact us. We're always here to help.